Alright, as promised, I will be ranking a bunch of Game of Thrones characters before I rewatch the show, and then when I'm done rewatching the show, I will come back to it. My ranking is just going to be kind of a combination of how I feel about them in the TV show and how I feel about them in comparison to their books. We're going to speedrun this because there's a lot of characters. Starting off, Discord's starting up. Starting off with Euron Greyjoy, absolute garbage. The worst adapted character in the entire show, or just in general, easily. Rickon Stark, I like Rickon, but he's going in D tier. Doesn't really do that. D tier doesn't really do. Compared to other people, we're gonna put Rickon in C just because it doesn't offend me. Uh, Yara, she's not that terrible, but just changing the name in comparison to Asha, that's F tier. Ali, I think I'm one of the few people who actually likes Ali. I'm gonna put him in C tier with Rickon. Benjen, I enjoy Benjen in for the little bit of time we get him. We just don't see enough of him. I'm gonna throw him in C tier as well. Ooh, Grey Worm. Grey Worm was a kind of cool character. I didn't love him that much, but I also didn't hate him. We're gonna put him in C tier as well. Ramsay. Um, this is an S tier character. He is just an incredibly terrible villain, but he's also quite fun in being so terrible. The actor just does such an amazing job with the character, and while he doesn't look like Book Ramsay, he definitely acts like Book Ramsay in many different ways. S tier easily. Who is this? I don't know who this is. I'm just gonna put him in F tier to be safe, but it'll be higher. Oh my god, what is her name? I'm blanking on her name, but compared to book and just in the show, B tier. Uh, Ghost S plus, good boy Ghost. Aemond S tier compared to the book and a character of himself. He is phenomenal. Uh, what's her name again? Mormont? Is it Lyanna Mormont? It is. She she's great. She's only really in one like two seasons really, but she's great. Easy B tier. Cersei, until they destroy her character in season 8, this is an S plus character. Not counting that, she's S plus. Counting it, it's like eh. If we're looking at her best, S plus, but compared to where she goes, she has to get dropped to A. Jor Mormont. I love this character. I love this character. We're throwing him an A with Cersei. The Sand Snakes, garbage. Edmure Tully, my goat. We don't get to see that much of him, but I love him for who he is. That's a B. Jojen Reed, same thing. I feel very similar about him and Mira with Edmure. Drogon, Drogon understands in the show like themes and storytelling and stuff. But compared to the books, he's not that cool. We're throwing Drogon in. We're gonna throw him in A tier just because dragons are cool. Barristan the Bold, just the way he goes out is so sad, so sad. But I love the character and the actor portraying him does such a good job. A tier. The Mountain, B tier. Don't see enough of him. Daenerys, before they assassinate the character, would be up here compared to where she is in the books. Like this character compared to her book counterpart is like right here, but she's still just so iconic and just such a great character that even with the tragedy that is season 8, we gotta put her in S tier just for what she is. Same thing with Tyrion compared to their book counterparts. No, you know what? We're gonna do this list purely based off of where they compare to their book counterparts. So we're throwing. Yep. Compared to the book counterparts, both these characters, for what they end up being, are absolute garbage. Who is this? I have no idea. I'm throwing you in here. Sansa, compared to book, I think she's one of the better adapted POV characters. Still has some issues, but still solid overall. I would put her in A. Yeah, I'm cool with that. We're dropping Cersei down to D, just because of how fantastic they are. She is in the books, and then just how terrible she is later in the show. You know, we're putting these. They're not so bad that they're absolute garbage like Euron, but they're definitely not great. This is Carl Tanner. I enjoyed him for what he is, but I can't rank him too highly because he's just not that important. Beric Dondarrion compared to Book, I think this actor does a fine job. He gets kind of goofy later on in the show, but C tier, not that bad. Who is this? Is this Rickon's Wolf or Rob's? Is this Shaggy Dog or Greywind? Either way, S plus for the good boys. Randall Tarley. Okay, this might be a hot take. S tier. One of the best casted characters, very well characterized based off of his book counterpart. Well done. Is this Dolorous Ed? Compared to book counterpart, nah, his ending is stupid. We're throwing him in B. Davos, this is an S plus compared to book. He is 1-to-1. When I think of Davos in the book, I think of this actor. I don't know. This is absolute garbage. Good boys, good girls, always going in S plus. This is Ramsay's girlfriend. She's not even in the book, so I can't really rate her comparatively. But she's like, I feel the same about Carl Tanner as I do her. This is Theon's dad, right? Yeah. He's fine. I don't love him. I feel very similar to Yara than I do Balon and Yara kind of go hand in hand in the same spot. This is the guy in the Veil. Yeah, I don't really care about him either, if I'm being honest. Brienne of Tarth. S plus. One of the only characters to make it out alive. Still has some issues, but compared to the rest of the cast, especially POV characters, she's doing very well off. Ned, S plus as well, ends up surviving. This is the guy who gives the broken man speech, and it's not bad, but it's not great. I'm throwing him in, yeah, just going in like C tier. Maester Luwin, S tier. Phenomenal casting, great character arc in both the show and the books. This is Doran's son. He's not terrible, but he's kind of irrelevant. I'm gonna throw him in after as well. This is kind of where the irrelevant characters are going. All the characters that are relevant are going there. I forget what this is. This is is this Varamir? No, this is Oral. Or is it Varamir? I forget. Regardless, good cast, good character to book, B tier. Oh god, Arya. See, here's the thing with Arya, they stay true to the character the whole time, and what happens to this character is so dumb. I'm gonna put her with Sansa just because Macy Williams does such a great job, and they stay true to who the character is for the most part, from what I remember. But just what happens in later seasons is so god awful. Marjorie, S as well. Very well casted, very well acted, phenomenal. Oberyn Martell, S plus. Pedro Pascal is one of the best things ever happened to the show. This is a show only guy. He's like kind of irrelevant, putting him relevant tier. Same thing here. Lysa Arryn, S tier. Phenomenal casting, even though Lysa in the books is far heavier. Phenomenal portrayal. Character is the same. Great job. Dario Naharis, D tier. Terrible. God, what is her name? The wildling that stays with Rickon. She gets done dirty. She gets done dirty in the TV show. I remember F tier. Pycelle, in terms of casting and his role in the story, this is an A tier. He's well casted. Catelyn Stark, S plus. One of the better characters in TV show. What I remember. I don't remember who this is. Okay, this is Craster. Compared to book, how well cast he is, this is also an A tier. Pod the Rod, S plus. Great job. Doran Martell, sad to say this. Doran plotline is shot in the show. D tier. Is this Rhaegal? Rhaegal gets like no development. I'm sorry. Rhaegal goes here. Bran. Oh God. What did they do to you, Bran? What did they do? You're going here too. This is the guy who like sneaks people in. What's his name? The pirate. Anyway, well cast. I don't remember his name right now, but he's going here. This is the guy who betrays Loras. He's kind of irrelevant. Miri Mazdor, I feel is pretty well cast aside of the age. I'm going to throw her in B tier. Ed Sheeran, irrelevant. Oh, this is Pedro Pascal's love interest that is only in the show. Just irrelevant. Not Sam. Where do I want to put Sam? He gets kind of annoying at the end, and there's like someone they do a good enough job. He's S. Irrelevant, has nothing to do with the books. Ygritte, S plus, perfectly casted, perfectly characterized, great character. Melisandre, going to go A, great casting, is a great job. Theon, one of the few good characters to make it out of season 8. Oh, you guys aren't ready for this. Walder Frey compared to the books, S plus, very well casted, very well acted, just really harnesses the person that is Walder Frey. Well done. Same thing with Alistair Thorne. Don't know who this is. Gendry is going in C, did just fine. Don't know who this is. Robert Strong going in B, kind of feels similar. Not that bad. Is this Ilan Payne? Ilan Payne's in like the C tier. It was a fine cast. Didn't really add much to the character. The Blackfish. We're gonna go. We're gonna go B just for his stupid ending. He's not that bad. Kyburn, I think very well casted. S tier. Greywind, good boys go to S plus. Braun is better in the TV show until he's not. So we're gonna go S. Hodor, gotta throw him in S plus just for the hold the door. The the High Septon, amazing cast, really captures the air of the High Septon really well. Going in S tier. A lot of the villains are just really well done in the TV show. Jack and Agar would have been up in the A till his terrible ending, throwing him in C. Viserion, what they did to Viserion will never be forgiven. I have a good friend his heart's gonna break at this, but it's right here. Rhaegar Targaryen, it's just fine. It's just fine. He's barely in it. Robert, S plus, very well casted, very well acted, fits the book very well. Oh, Bloodraven, garbage. Not enough people talk about how terrible of a casting this was, how mischaracterized the character is, just how bad it is overall. Khal Drogo, S plus, phenomenal. Jon Snow, Kit Harington, I love you. They killed your character, my man. They killed your character. This is the half hand. I think this character's fine. Joffrey, S plus. We're keeping it in line. All of the villains, for the most part, were phenomenal. I'm actually going to drop Hodor down here and throw Ramsay back up here. The Children of the Forest, they look good. They don't have much characterization, but they look good enough to be up there. Kevin Lannister, you get no action in the show, sorry. Oh, Shireen Baratheon. This might be an S plus, just for how tragic the character is. Just such a phenomenal character overall. Roose Bolton, yeah, just for the look alone, not having the pink cloak and losing some of the things that he does. Nah, I can't be that hard. He's still like not that bad. Thrown out to be. The Then's kind of irrelevant. I don't know who this is. Tommen is. Wait, whoa. Hold on. Where did Tommen just go? I cannot find Tommen right now. Tommen, there you go. Tommen is B tier. If you're really, I like his ending actually. Going A. Jamie, yep, they annihilated this character. Is this Serial Pharrell? Very well casted. Easy A tier. Actor's good. Viserys. S tier. One of the best performances in the entire TV show. The characterization is spot on. Phenomenal character overall. This is the guy who rescues Sansa. He's just irrelevant. Lancel, throwing him an A tier. Pretty solid overall. Hot Pie, I mean, we know Hot Pie is going in S just because of the Hot Pies, and that he's really the Princess Promise. Ooh, Tywin. Oh man, I don't want to put him in S plus just because people don't understand the character anymore because of how great he is in the show. But for judging him in the show alone, S plus. Compared to the books, he's better in the TV show. Loras is S. He's like Marjorie, well casted, well acted. Oh, Littlefinger, what they did. You were once an S, and then you just get shot. You get taken outside and shot. I don't know what they did to this character. B. Is this Vargo Hoat? I guess he's fine. Everyone C. So, Lyanna, we don't know anything about you. Don't know who this is. Dickon, you're going in C just cause. Nah, you're going in D. We know why you're going in D. Sweet Robin. This is a good cast, and the character is faithful. A tier. Oh, I forget his name. This is the guy that Arya kills. We're just throwing you in C tier or whatever. The Hound. Oh God, so good until the Clegane Bowl, but his character gets annihilated too. We're throwing him in. We're throwing him down here with everyone else that got annihilated in D. Don't know who this is. Kind of irrelevant. Marcella, she's going in A tier compared to her counterpart. She's fine. Tormund, my goat, S tier. Love Tormund. The Mad King, there's like nothing to talk about. Irrelevant. All the wolves, all the good boys and good girls going S plus. Is this Old Man? She did good. A tier. She did good. Oh, Olenna, easy S plus. Easy S plus. Absolute garbage. This guy, Pyatt, going absolute garbage. Don't know who this is. Uh, the guy, the Lord of Bones, whatever, going in there. Now that we're gonna move the Hound up a little bit, he's good enough to throw him to B. Olena's husband, is this Willis? No, Mace. Mace. Kind of irrelevant. Yeah, going irrelevant here. Renly, even though he's not a Chad like he is in the books, I mean, this guy's good looking, but he doesn't look like Renly in the books. I think he's fine. Throw him next to the Hound. Rob, my glorious king, I want to put you up here, but just the wedding, like your choice to the marrying Talissa out of love was just so stupid. But I still love him enough to throw him an S. Don't know who this is. The Night King is stupid as shit. We're throwing him in absolute garbage. Who is this? The person, the shame person? We're gonna throw you in D as well. Stannis's wife. What is her name? What is her name? I'm blanking, but she's fine. B. Is this Sir Pounce? If this is Sir Pounce, S tier. Shay. The actress doesn't do a great job. The character is kind of demolished. D tier. I don't know what this is. Good boys, good girls. S tier. Stannis. They kind of annihilate his character, but he still has some goodness. We're gonna go C. Talissa, D. She's not a good character. Jaina Slint actually does really well. B. Mance Raider, I enjoyed but didn't love, but B. Varys until season 8 is up here. After season 8 is like right here. This is where we're putting all the characters that were once great and they got annihilated, and my anger keeps them at D. Is this the Waith? What's her name? But well, regardless, she's in C. She's just whatever. I don't remember who this is. Is this Roose Bolton's wife? But put it on there, whatever. The Giant's the goat. Put him in C. Jorah. God, where my hug at? Where do I want to put Jorah? I think I have to put Jorah in A. I think he's actually better in the show in many ways. Irrelevant, and this is the guy who brings back life. B. That's the list. We will see how this changes once I finish the TV show. I'm satisfied with it. It's a lot of characters get just brutally assassinated by the TV show. This list is probably going to look very different after a rewatch, but if you made it this far, thank you so much for watching, and hope to catch you in the next one. Peace.